Hello everyone, Alan McCannon here. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the mental game. And chess is a game of a lot of thinking. You're trying to figure out your next move, you're trying to figure out what your opponent's move is going to be, and so forth. Skeet is not a thinking game. A lot of people want to try to go out and think about everything that's going on. You cannot shoot and think about everything that's going on. You have to have a clear mind. And this is a lot harder than a lot of folks might think, but you got to keep your mind on what you're doing. You got to keep your mind on the shot. And you can overthink the shot. In other words, when you get on the stand and you start thinking, well, I'm not sure if this is my right hole point, or, I need to do this, or I need to do that, and your mind's trying to think about 10 different things, it's not going to work. You need to, when you step on that pad, you need to have a plan, and your plan should be to have a clear mind. Your hole point, your foot position, your look point, that should all be automatic. It should be something you can do without ever even thinking about it. When you go and you are ready to say pull, you should be ready to see the target, and all you should be thinking about, if anything, is to let it happen. Make the shot. Don't overthink, I've got to lead it this much, I've got to do this, don't forget to do that. All that's going to do is cost you targets in the end. It should all be done automatically. The next time you go out, try to step on the station, get everything right, get everything ready. When you get to your hole point, look point, and getting ready to say pull, just try not thinking. Just don't think. When you say pull and you see the flash, your eyes will automatically go to that target. They should automatically lock on that target, and you should automatically pull the trigger at the moment of truth. This is shooting subconsciously. Your subconscious is way better at doing it than you trying to think your way through it. So, my tip for the day, try not to think. It's a lot easier said than done, but I'll guarantee you, if you can learn to do it, it will help you a lot. The other thing, when you're out on the tournament, you're out on the, shooting a tournament, and you're shooting second, third, whatever, you shouldn't really watch those people's targets, in my opinion, in front of you, because you're going to see what they're doing. So many times I've seen one shooter miss in front of another, and the next shooter missed. Why? Because he saw that shooter miss. He's thinking about that miss that shooter just made. I coach a lot of people. I cannot really watch people shoot when I'm shooting, because I see the mistakes they make, and I start thinking about what they need to do to fix those mistakes. So, the only way I can see the targets is after I've shot the station, before I'm going to the next station. I might can watch the last squad member's targets if I'm far enough away, so I really do not see his mechanics. Because what happens, you will get in their routine if you're not careful. The person shooting in front of you. If they're breaking them all, hey, that's great. And but most of the time, you're not that person. You've got your rhythm and your routine, and you need to stick with your rhythm and routine. So many times we go out here to practice and we walk from station to station. We get in a tournament and we get in this anxiety to hurry up and let's get it done. And next thing you know, we're about running from station to station. Keep your emotions at a level point, just like you would at practice. Try not to think about what's going on. Try not to look around. Keep your mind on what you're doing and off of what everyone else is doing. Try not to think a lot about technique. Thinking about technique is a distraction. Anything other than looking at that target and seeing it break is a distraction. So, you get there and you start thinking about technique, you're thinking about something that is not what you're doing. You should be thinking about breaking this target. You can think about, I'm gonna make sure I drive with my legs, and you may do a great job of driving with your legs, but if you ain't looking at the target and watching it break, you're not gonna break the target. So stay in your routine. Don't look around. Don't pay any attention to the ref, the spectators, the other shooters. Stay in your room, in your area. Keep it in, all in. It's about breaking targets. You want to socialize? Socialize when the event's over. Keep your mind on what you're doing. Try to keep it away from things that will distract you from what you're doing. I never look around. I don't want to see who's watching. I don't want to see if anyone is watching. And I don't want to think about any of that, because if I start thinking about that, then I am not thinking about the task at hand, which is what I want to do, is break the target. I'm Alan McCannon. I hope this helps y'all. Good day.